Hello, YouTube family. I just really need to have a conversation about this. So, if there's anybody about, do you want to come in? We'll have a chat. Just have a little cup of tea, a little upgrade going on. So I've made myself some tea. What's in it? Fresh sage, ginger, cayenne pepper, and some red clover. Is there anybody there? Yay! Spritz of Sunshine! April, thank you for being here. So, I just really... Hi, beautiful Suzanne. I need to get this off my chest. Like, I think I just need to have, like, a chat about it. You guys down for having a chat about what's going on with Russel Brand? Do you know who Russel Brand is? Hi, Nick. Hey, Dobbsy D. So, unless you're under a rock somewhere... Carrie, Lisa Lula, hello. I was really angry yesterday about this. And then I stepped into a place of neutrality, and why does it even matter? Well, I really think it does matter. I don't know him as a person, and, I've never met him. I really want to come from a place of neutrality and non-judgment about this. He's obviously not the same person as he was 10, 15 years ago. I think we can all agree with that. And, as people here that are all on these missions to become better people, to, be the change that we want to see in the world, we've all done bad things, right? Like, show me somebody who hasn't committed a sin or done something terrible. Now, I'm not excusing this. I don't know what the truth is. Who knows what the truth is? But I just want to kind of talk about a little bit some of the things here. Now, from what I can see about Russel Brand is that he has been very open about his drug taking, his promiscuity, his addictions, and has wrote about it, has spoke about it, and has really made an attempt to change his life, to step into the best version of him. And not only that, from what I can see, he's on a mission to find the truth. I mean, I'm looking at his channel right now, and it says Russel Brand, stay free. Okay, now all you need to do is go into YouTube and go on his videos. And here are the titles of his videos. Hang on. Biden's 9/11 speech, was it a lie? Bill Gates has been hiding this and it's all about to come out. Hang on. Obama did what? So Trump said this about the vaccines and it changes everything. So they lied to the Hawaiian victims about this. Now, that is me just read 1, 2, 3, 5 titles there. A lot of big names he's talking about there. He's got 6.61 million subscribers. He's reaching a pretty big audience. And he's wanting people to stay free. Now, anytime I've watched any of these, and I didn't subscribe to his channel, but I do now, I'm just saying. Whenever have seen any of his videos, I find him to be very fair. I find him to be speaking on truths. He has evidence for what he's saying. He has to because of what he's saying, right? Now, there's been this documentary, which I haven't watched, on Channel 4, okay? And there are people, women, from what I can tell, apparently saying that he sexually assaulted them, the R word, and This is terrible. Okay, no, this shouldn't happen to anybody. But you know what else shouldn't happen to anybody? Is that anybody can just phone a media outlet and say that somebody's done something to them, and that media outlet reports on that. I don't know if that's okay. I don't. You know, if these women had gone to the police and made these police reports and reported this, and it had gone to trial, and there was some kind of factual evidence, because are we not innocent until proven guilty? I don't think it's all right that just because somebody is speaking the truth and is reaching a lot of people and is talking about a lot of very powerful people, these powerful people clearly don't like what's being said. That somebody can be put on trial by media. I don't think that's okay. What do you guys think? Because, you know, from where I am, there's a video on his channel that says, so this is happening, and I'm looking at this man and I'm reading his energy and I'm watching his body language, and I believe him. Yes, Amy. I had to speak about it because I just do not feel this is okay. And, you know, distraction, of course, everything's distraction. But just say, for example, there was this really secret society, let's say, and let's say it consisted of really, really powerful people that had a lot of money, right? And let's just say, for example, I don't know, maybe somebody had been part of that in one shape or form at one point in time. And what if that person just wakes up one morning and realizes that they don't want to be part of that anymore, and that actually that's terrible, and wants to make a change in their life? And what if that secret group of people just don't like it? And what if they have to hatch a plan to ensure that that doesn't happen? Particularly, you know, if there were a lot of people looking and listening. So I don't know. I just wanted to come on here and just see what everybody is feeling about, you know, this situation, because all I can see is corruption in one form or another. And, you know, if he's done these terrible things, then there's karma, and of course there's justice to be served for that. You think it's controlled opposition and distraction? Yeah. I mean, who knows? Who knows the truth, right? But I'm not so sure that's the case. I don't feel that. I don't feel I don't feel that. You know, we don't have to like somebody to see an injustice. Because from what I can tell, it feels like a setup to me. Feels like a setup to me. But you know, the truth will out, right? The truth always does out. The truth will out. And I'm just gonna put my energy into that. That the truth will out. Absolutely spiritual sunshine. We don't know exactly why things happen. Working on ourselves and raising our frequency is how we spread light throughout the world. The rest will work out itself. Yep, absolutely. Amy says, trying to cancel him like they do anyone who doesn't agree with the mainstream narrative. You know, 6.61 million subscribers. A lot of people listen to one voice. I just don't think it's okay to have trial by media. I don't think that's okay. I just don't. Because that means that anybody can go and say anything about you. And then it means that nobody's safe and nobody's free. I don't choose to live in that timeline, in that space. You know, I believe in innocent until proven guilty. Jane says she's mixed emotions about it. She's always loved Russel Brand, and I've read his books and always found him to be honest and articulate. I never used to have much time for him, to be honest. And then I started seeing him, you know, speaking factual truths with evidence, and found him to be very articulate, very brave, actually. I have too much on my plate trying to fix me. I don't have the energy to judge anyone else. Nor should you, Carrie, right? Nor should you. And I know that everything is absolutely divinely guided, and but this is one that I just didn't really feel I could be. I didn't feel I could be quiet about. I just had to come in and speak to our family about it, you know. This could be any of us. I am an advocate for truth, and I'm an advocate for justice, and I'm an advocate for transparency. And knowing how honest he's been about being promiscuous and his drug taking, and you'd think there would be more physical evidence of that. If that's part of who he was and what he did. You know, people that make that choice, they don't just choose it once and then don't do it again. It becomes part of who they are. It's, you know, they don't just do it a couple of times. I don't know. I would think that somebody with that level of fame, and, you know, I don't know. I would just expect to see more proof, is all. Proof of police reports and proof of... And then if this was happening and he was with the BBC or Channel 4 or whoever he was with, and there are people coming forward saying that he was like that. Why wasn't it dealt with at the time? Why isn't this having a reflection on them media companies? It's almost like they don't have any responsibility in any of this. What is that? The thing about truth is it's 90% perception. Truth is a story. Facts are a whole different thing. Yeah. But isn't it? Oh, that's a bit gone. Oh, sorry. But you know, it's I'm observing. I'm observing. You know, I'm just seeing a lot of people that are being pulled through the mud are people that have gone against the narrative. That seems pretty obvious to me. And as I say, everybody's done bad things. We all have. Nobody's perfect. We've all done things that could be judged by others as terrible or bad, or you know, if we had that level of fame, somebody went to somebody we knew with a whole heap of money, do you think they wouldn't think about it? Not that I'm suggesting that's what happened, but I'm doing my best to be neutral about the situation, but from a higher perspective. From a higher perspective, I'm seeing a lot of people that are against the narrative. A lot of people that aren't in the, you know, normal media. I just, you know, where is freedom of speech if we're free to say things, but, you know, somewhere along the line, we can have a trial by media. I don't know. I don't know. Carrie says, I'm learning to be an observer. I don't have to own their stories. I try not to let their stories into my energy. I'm more at peace now. It's harder with family, though. Yep, sure, Carrie. I mean, I'm not... I had an initial reaction to it because I'm human. I don't know. I feel Russell's a brother in arms. I don't know. That's all I can really say about it. And going on the under 3-minute video that he did on his channel, you know, I can hear somebody speaking the truth. But listen, has he been so out his face that he doesn't remember? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But I suppose we have to trust the truth will out. The injustice and double standards are becoming more and more obvious. I think that's just how the movie needs to play out. Yeah, Mel. Yeah, absolutely with you. So I just felt it was something that I had to come on here and speak about. Because absolutely report on something that's happened with absolute validity of proof. Absolutely. Justice must prevail. 100%. But where are we in the world if just because we have a bit of a power and a bit of voice, that the media can run a story on you? And listen, we know this to be true. We know this to be true, that the media run stories on people that aren't exactly the whole truth, right? Ruins lives. Ruins lives. What do we do about it? I mean, I don't know. I just want to talk about it. Suzanne, far more women of sexual trauma than have come forward. It is usually buried and comes up later in life. But I would never heal through the media. I mean, listen, if that's what's happened and that's what they're doing, then you know, I want justice. That's all I want. I want justice for whatever the truth is, for justice to prevail. But why now? Why now? Why, when somebody is speaking up against all these things that are happening in the world and spitting facts, you talk about, you know, truth. From what he couldn't run his channel on YouTube if he wasn't talking facts about what was happening in the world, or he wouldn't still be there. Hey, Fran Pie. Hi, Mary. Oh, Mary, I miss you. I love you. Lovely to see you popping in here, darling. So there's my tuppence worth, and does it matter? It matters if it's... It does matter if it's an assassination attempt. That's when it matters. It matters if it's an attack on free speech. It matters if it's an attack on... And I say if. It matters if maybe the whole truth isn't being shared. Fiona Swanson, very, very good comment there. I also believe he was a victim of his early careers where he was pushed to be the male Paula Yates. Yes, he was a character of youth at the time. C4 was a hotbed for controversy. Yep. All that. Mel, you're 100% correct, but no one would notice if it wasn't someone as well known as him. I feel like justice will prevail. Some have sold contracts to assist humanity to see what has been in plain sight. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, Mel. Okay, beautiful family. Well, now I've got that off my chest, and trusting the truth will prevail. Love you all. Love you. Thanks for stopping and having my little cup of tea, my little tea break. I should have called it like, oh, it's got a lot of cayenne pepper in it. Woo-hoo! Tea break with Joanne. Maybe we'll have more of these. Would you like another tea break with Joanne on the random hot topic of the day? Because there's always something going on in there. I love you. I love you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to everybody who commented. It's a beautiful place for me to be able to come in and interact with you all. Have a heavenly day of heaven and earth. You put cayenne in your coffee? Ooh, spicy. April, you're spicy, girl. Lots of love. Lots of love to you all. Oh, do you know what? I tried to click off there with my mouse because my phone's in front of my computer. Anyway, have a day of heaven and earth. Love you. Bye.